And we are working to learn more about this incident tonight between a Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office patrol car and an SUV. No word on injuries. The patrol car ended up with heavy front-end damage. This happening on Military Trail near Shenandoah in West Palm Beach.
Tonight, we're learning new information about a stabbing at a Port St. Lucie home.
Police say a 22-year-old man died at an area hospital from his injuries.
WPTV News Channel 5's Jillian Idle with what police say happened. Jillian?
Well, the deceased victim, Isaiah Rashad Andrews, was found in the driveway of a home where police say a small gathering was taking place shortly before this crime happened. Now, it didn't take long for them to find the weapon or the people they say are responsible for this. Now, take a look at your screen. You can see here the two suspects, both charged with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. 26-year-old Christopher Dion Murray also charged with aggravated battery, while 20-year-old Ruth Dayanara Marquez faces first-degree felony accessory charges. Port St. Lucie police say the crime happened along the 7100 block of Northwest Fansworth just before 4 Saturday morning. They found the victim with a stab wound to his lower abdomen before he was airlifted to a hospital and later pronounced dead. I'm told this remains an active investigation, with the two suspects expected to appear in front of a judge tomorrow morning. Reporting in St. Lucie County, Jillian Idle, WPTV News Channel 5.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Chilly start to the morning this morning with temperatures in the 50s, but we have warmed up into the low 80s this afternoon. And now high pressure has slid off the coast, picking up more of that onshore flow. In fact, the winds are picking up already, and it's really moderating the temperature rather quickly. In fact, those breezy onshore winds still have our temperatures in the low 70s. 73 right now in West Palm and in Boynton, 75 in Boca, 71 in Fort Pierce. I don't think they're going to let up all that much tonight. We're going to see these breezy onshore winds keep it rather warm, so it's not going to be as cold as we saw this morning. In fact, nowhere near that. Mid to upper 60s for the Treasure Coast and upper 60s to the low 70s for the Palm Beaches. We continue with the warm up and even bring back a lot of humidity tomorrow too. There are two cold fronts in our future. We'll talk about those and what they'll do for us coming up in a bit.
Police in Port St. Lucie have arrested this man on DUI manslaughter charges after a fatal crash overnight. Investigators say Micaiah Jackson of Alabama rear-ended a Kia Soul with his pickup at the intersection of PSL Boulevard and Southeast Tunis around 2:30 this morning. The Kia Soul then crashed into a third car. A passenger in that Kia, 32-year-old Anthony Michael Lara of Port St. Lucie, was pronounced dead at the scene. The 61-year-old driver of the Kia was hospitalized.
A boat sinking in a backyard canal, creating fear among people in a Palm City neighborhood. Many are complaining of poor air quality and a visible oil slick. The boat sank Friday morning. Now, a group tried to get it out of the canal yesterday, but the boat's owner says by this morning it sunk again. Local, state, and federal officials are now involved in the recovery efforts and are trying to figure out how it happened. We talked to the owner about what actually occurred.
That's my baby. That's my life. I've spent over, what was it, $1,200 just for the diapers that soaks up oil. I don't care about the money. I want to get it done.
It's unclear how much longer this recovery process will take, but officials continue to work to make sure the boat is tied down and secure.
The last person wounded in the deadly attack at the Pensacola Naval Air Station has been released from the hospital. Base officials confirming that unidentified victim has been discharged. Federal authorities say Saudi Air Force Second Lieutenant Mohammed al-Shamrani killed 3 U.S. sailors and injured 8 others at the naval station December 6th. Investigators looking into whether he acted alone.
Police arrest a Florida woman who left her 3 children unattended in a school bus overnight. The officer found the bus in the Gulfport Municipal Beach parking lot at around 4:40 in the morning. The children, ages 3, 6, and 9, told the officer their mother left them in the bus the night before and went out on a boat. Gulfport Marine Patrol searched the area and found the mother, 33-year-old Andrea Cairns, on board a boat owned by a man. On the bus, officers found a bin of perishable food and a 5-gallon bucket that was designated as the toilet.
Well, package theft is a big problem this time of year. We've got some advice on better protecting your deliveries.
And an important tip on who should be near the top of your holiday tipping list. 'Tis the season for tipping, and finance experts have compiled a list of people that we should be tipping but sometimes get forgotten this time of year. The site points out that mail carriers, childcare providers, and teachers appreciate knowing their efforts are valued. Also included in their list, trash and recycling collectors, along with hairstylists and barbers. Also on the list, personal trainers and dog providers. They also mentioned that if you don't make a financial tip, a sincere thank you goes a long way this holiday season.
Little Smiles Elves busy at the North Pole today, sorting hundreds of toys for local kids in need this holiday season. This taking place at Harborside in Jupiter. Volunteers collected bags full of donated toys and delivered them to local families this afternoon.
I get to go through and play Santa. Now we're looking for a 4-year-old son. It's a single dad with just him and the 4-year-old. So we're going to get some Legos and fun stuff that they like.
Little Smiles now collecting gift cards for teenagers.
Well, today's the 13th annual Palm Beach Food and Wine Festival wrapping up. The event featured more than 50 restaurants and over 2,000 guests at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. Chefs also competed for the $10,000 charity prize at the Grand Chef Throwdown.
Beautiful day out there today. Plenty of sunshine, but we are warming back up. Coming up, I'll let you know what our rain chances will be this upcoming week, and we're tracking 2 cold fronts on the map. I'll let you know when and what to expect with those in just a few minutes.
Wake up tomorrow morning with WPTV.
And here's a look at what we're working on.
WPTV Monday morning, how the rich make sure they look good in Google searches.
And the lessons you can take from them.
Plus, Chopper 5's exclusive view above breaking news and traffic.
We're going to have Storm Team 5 with your work week forecast. We'll see you Monday morning.
Bye-bye.
Hear from you. If you've got a story you'd like WPTV to look into, we're making it easy for you to share your ideas. Send us a tip through our app, our website, or our social media accounts. You can also email us at newstips@WPTV.com.
A woman in St. Paul who ordered a package from Amazon was surprised to find a note instead. Hillary Smith opened the front door of her home expecting to find a package. Instead, she found a neatly folded, handwritten thank you note. The note read, "So just a quick little thank you for leaving me the opportunity of stealing your package. Very nice of you. Thank you, the new owner of your package."
Package theft, it's a big problem, especially this time of year.
That may have you thinking about gifting a video doorbell or buying one for yourself.
Andy Taylor looks at some of the top options.
Just being able to see my surroundings and outside and what's going on when I'm not capable of always looking out front.
Safety and security is #1 for Mom Haley McDonald. She runs a business out of her home. Haley receives packages nearly every day. And with package theft happening more frequently, Haley decided to purchase a video doorbell.
Someone's at the front door.
The biggest benefit of a video doorbell is simply peace of mind.
Dan Raklowski with Consumer Reports says if you're thinking about buying a video doorbell, there are 4 top options, all offering different features. First up, the Google Nest Hello, selling for around $229.
The Google Nest Hello offers the fastest response time. That means the time it takes from when someone presses the doorbell or motion is detected to when you get an alert on your smartphone.
Next, the WiseNet Cam D1, also selling for around $229.
Offers the best video quality of any of the models we've seen, which, very important if you want to see who's snooping around.
And the August Doorbell Cam Pro offers a feature that most do not.
It offers what's called color night vision. So usually when you see night vision, it'll be in black and white. But this model, it has a built-in floodlight, so it lights up whoever's there at the door, which is kind of nice, and will give you a cleaner video in the dark.
But if you don't have a doorbell, Ring Doorbell 2 for $129 will be your best option because it's battery powered.
It's one of the few doorbells you can buy that has a built-in battery, and that's great because not all homes have doorbell wiring.
Both Dan and Haley say if you're considering purchasing a video doorbell and want to store the video that's recorded off your device, there is a monthly fee, typically charging around $5 to $10 a month to store.
It always feels good just to feel so comfortable at your house and just to know what's going on.
I'm Annie Taylor reporting.
holiday favorite. See there, they're merging the fa la 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 into pa pa. Take it away, James.
Is that what they were doing? All right, so we're looking at temperatures moderated a bunch here. If you haven't been outside, the wind has picked up. It's breezy, about 23-mile-per-hour wind gusts there at the Lake Worth Pier, and this water is about 77 degrees, so the wind blowing off that warm water will keep us pretty warm overnight. Away from the ocean, though, look at Okeechobee, down to 57 degrees. Now, I showed you this map yesterday, and it was all blue. Look at it, just like that. That's why we call it a cold snap. Snap and it's gone. We're now red here with 8 to 15 degrees warmer than this exact same time last night. We're on the upward swing here with warmer temperatures. Look at Pensacola, it's 20 degrees warmer right now with that high pressure now scooching off the coast. Look at this though, we got some snow. The game just ended there in Pittsburgh, just snowed just around, knocking on the back door here. So they ended just in time. As you pull back here, see a lot of snow through the Midwest. Indianapolis could even see 10 inches there. Pittsburgh probably a few inches, and even some of them getting into the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, seeing snow approaching, and then that should push up into the northeast. All right, so low temperatures tonight, very wide range, 55 in Okeechobee, but along the coast, I don't think we're going to get out of the 70s with this breezy onshore flow. That'll prevent us from getting too far down there. 71 in Boca, 70 in West Palm. A little bit farther inland, though, 68 in Wellington, so cooler there. 65 in Vero Beach, 65 in Indiantown, 67 in Stewart. High temperatures tomorrow, back in the low 80s. We made it to 82 today. We'll be 82 tomorrow in West Palm. However, you'll be able to notice humidity will be back, and it will feel a lot warmer out there. We'll have the breeze to help cool us down, though, but it'll definitely feel a lot stickier out there than what today was, because it was gorgeous out there today. All right, so high pressure scooting off the coast. A few more clouds tomorrow, maybe a sprinkle, not high rain chances though yet, but a few clouds around and more humid. We could get showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday. Best chance to Treasure Coast later on in the day. Cold front approaching, and then the cold front will sweep on through. By Wednesday, I think Wednesday will be one of those raw, cloudy, cool, breezy days all day long. We don't have many of those here in South Florida, but I think Wednesday will be one of them. Chilly air will arrive after the front pushes down to the south late Wednesday and on into Thursday. Rain chances do spike, like I said, for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then drop after that. They go back up. We are in for quite a ride here, so let's get on the weather coaster. We're going to be up and down here over the next 7 days with the temperatures. So warm, then we get chilly, back to warm, then back to chilly for Sunday and Monday. All right, so boating forecast getting a little bit choppy with that wind picking up. Seas will be building. It'll be that short period choppy wind chop. That's tough for small craft out there. Rip current threat will be up too. Surfers, maybe a little bit of a rideable wave there. 7-day forecast, high temperatures in the 80s. Cold front Wednesday will cool us down quite a bit. We'll break out of the clouds Thursday and Friday. Another cold front here on Saturday will drop us by Sunday.
Thank you, James, and thank you for joining us. News Channel 5 continues with Today on 5 beginning at 4:30 a.m.
We're always breaking news on WPTV.com. Thanks for staying up late with us. Have a great week ahead.
Now, from WPTV and ESPN 106.3, this is Honda 5 Sports Live.
Welcome to Honda 5 Sports Live, everyone. I'm Paxton Boyd from ESPN 106.3. On the show tonight, our very own Keely Ferguson goes one-on-one with new FAU head coach Willie Taggart. What I saw this week that tells me former Boynton Beach star Lamar Jackson may be the most talented and respected player in the NFL, and teenage tennis prodigy and Delray Beach resident Coco Gauff reflects on her rise to stardom in 2019 and what's ahead for her in 2020. But tonight, we begin in the NFL. Sunday afternoon marked a showdown between two of the NFL's cellar dwellers as the Miami Dolphins made the trip to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Not too much on the line in this one, other than pride and draft positioning. And while the Cincinnati Bengals all but have the #1 pick locked locked up. A loss for the Dolphins today could set the team up nicely for the future with a stacked draft class coming in 2020. All right, now to the game action. Second quarter, game scoreless. Ryan Fitzpatrick hits the new big money man Devontae Parker for the touchdown at 7-0 Dolphins. But it would be a second half surge for the G-men. Fourth quarter, Giants looking to put the Dolphins away. Saquon Barkley does just that with his second touchdown of the day. The Giants take down the Dolphins 36-20. Well, Sunday's loss to the Giants was a classic lose-lose situation for the Dolphins, depending on how you view wins, losses, and draft positioning. This loss stinging a little more than the 10 others, falling to a team that remains ahead of the Dolphins in the draft standings. Now, at this point in the season, losses need to mean something for the Dolphins, and with players like Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa, and Chase Young at the top of the draft board, losing for the sake of losing and not improving your draft position could prove costly if the Dolphins end up missing on any of that talent. Well, another week and another record-breaking outing for Ravens quarterback and former Boynton Beach star Lamar Jackson. Jackson throwing 5 touchdown passes in the third straight time this season and breaking Michael Vick's single-season record for rushing yards for a quarterback, cementing his status as the league's MVP's frontrunner. Well, we've reached a point now where we've run out of things to say to describe what we're seeing each week from Lamar Jackson. We just kind of have to sit back and marvel what he's doing. Everyone is impressed by this guy, but it was something that I saw after the game that really resonated with me. I'm sure you've seen around the league the trend of the last few years, players swapping jerseys after the game. Well, when Lamar went out to shake hands with the Jets players after Thursday night's game, the equipment staff had to bring out number 8 replicas because everyone wanted Lamar's jersey. Now, to me, that's the ultimate sign of respect and acknowledgement that all across the league, everyone, including his peers, appreciate what we're seeing from Lamar this season. Well, earlier this week, Florida Atlantic introduced Willie Taggart as the Owls' new head coach. And after his introductory press conference, Taggart met up with our very own Keely Ferguson to discuss what went wrong at FSU and what the future looks like for FAU.
Joined now by the new Florida Atlantic head coach, Willie Taggart. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Well, first off, I have to ask you this. Obviously, you did not leave Florida State in the way you wanted to, but as a Florida native, how exciting is it to get a head coaching gig not only at a program like this, but in your home state?
Very exciting. You know, you don't have to retrain me in the state. I know where to go around here when it comes to recruiting. Recruited down here at every place I've been, you know. And then being at a place like this that has success, that has the potential and want to be great and want to be bigger and better than what they are. It was really exciting. I was so excited when I got the phone call and looking forward to building on the success that we have.
Speaking of building on that success, everywhere you've ever gone, you've been known as a person that is rebuilding. But this is a team where you're going to be laying on top of the foundation already. How much more challenging is it to come into a program that has already had some success and that you're building on top of that?
Well, it's hard to answer that because I never had to do that before, you know, but I'm excited about it. It's different than others. I spoke earlier of how the energy around here is